For me, I don't get to tell Cam how to conduct business on his platforms.
Right.
I also don't get to tell him how to manage his relationships, whether they be personal or work. So I won't speak on that specifically. I'll speak about me, how I see what we control. What I control is I never want to be tied into no buffoonery.
I will always do me and will continue to do me.
Let's get into Ryan Clark's response, because listen, this is where things start getting tense. And if you've been watching this unfold, go ahead and tap that thumbs up, because moments like this are exactly why people stay tuned in. Now, check this out. Ryan Clark took to X and made it very clear how he feels. He basically said if someone consistently shows you support, especially appearing on your show multiple times a week, you don't turn around and invite their known rival onto that same platform and allow them to speak freely about that person. In his words, that's just not G, and he emphasized that loyalty is already lacking in today's environment. What he's really pointing to is a perceived betrayal, and you can feel the frustration in his message. Now here's the part that escalates it. Ryan Clark is essentially calling out Cam Newton, framing his actions as disloyal and implying he's operating questionably. The suggestion is that Cam went behind the scenes in a way that undermines someone who supported him. And when you connect the dots, this isn't just personal. It ties into professional relationships, especially around media platforms and exposure. On top of that, there's an underlying tension involving Stephen A. Smith and ESPN, since Cam has had opportunities tied to that ecosystem. So when Ryan Clark voices this publicly, it signals more than just a disagreement. It hints at friction within the network and the personalities involved. If this continues to build, it could create noticeable ripple effects behind the scenes, because situations like this don't stay contained for long.
I will always do me and will continue to do me. And everybody who tried to change me, it's not going to happen because I am very secure and understand what I want for me. Please don't try to question that. Ron Terry, you know I rock with you. But just like any situation where there's some type of brotherhood, we're gonna have our disagreements. So you mean to tell me that you gonna tell me who me can and can't have on me platform?
Yeah. That's what he meant, my platform, but yeah.
This was never about Jason Whitlock and Stephen A. Smith. The reason why I decided to bring Jason Whitlock on 4th and 1 was because Jason Whitlock had strong takes that I wanted to talk man to man about. And what better way to ease all that than through conversation? It's my job as a creator to bring people together to have the uncomfortable conversation. I didn't have no ill intent for Jason to come on and have him speak all this nonsense about said person. He said a lot of things. Stephen A. Smith was the one that responded. I have so much respect and appreciation to my brother in content as a former athlete, as a very well-spoken individual that has opened doors for the likes of me and the others. But one thing that's not going to happen is a puppet string attached to my back. Every single coach, player that I've ever played with do that. I'm gonna do things how I wanna do it. Respectfully. Don't micromanage me. Don't tell me what I can and can't do if this is the bylaws of the game that we're playing. Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, Deion Sanders, and Ryan Clark. Those are the people who I respect. African-American brothers in this media space, once upon a time, and they all had something negative to say about Cam. But what they can do, I didn't run a Twitter. I understand that comes with it. So you mean to tell me you talk about people for a living and you get mad when somebody talks about you? That's what it is. We all have our own opinion.
So people gonna have their opinion about you.
Regardless. I've seen the likes of the Arsenio Halls, the Jay Lenos, the Oprah Winfreys have discussions with people that they had to allow their guests to speak, no matter if they agreed with it or not. And every time you hear, welcome to 4th and 1, well, I always got it. It's getting people's attention.
For me, I don't get to tell Cam how to conduct business on his platforms.
Right.
I also don't get to tell him how to manage his relationships, whether they be personal or work. So I won't speak on that specifically. I'll speak about me, how I see what we control. What I control is I never want to be tied into no buffoonery, ever. I don't believe all content is good content. I don't believe all publicity is good publicity. I don't think we have to be gossipy. I don't think we have to be messy. I don't think we have to always be chaotic. I don't always think that we have to create some level of drama. I don't want to be that person. If that's what I got to be for you to like me, I'd rather not be liked. That's me, right? That's what I want to do. The other thing I want to do, and you've been my friend long enough now, you know I don't play about my people. We've had conversations with people or been on shows with people and they go to start, that's my friend. Right. That's somebody I'm close to. Now you get to say whatever you want, right? But we are going to know that there could be a personal issue because I'm not gonna let you talk about that person like that because of what they mean to me. That's how I am. That's how I'm always gonna be. And that's with Marcus, Mina, Laura, Dan, Stephen A. That's with y'all too. That's period, because that's how I wanna move. I want y'all to know that I'm not finna be talking behind y'all back, laughing at y'all, then come in y'all face and smile. I'm not doing it, right? And so that's the way that I wanna move. And the other piece of it is this. I don't wanna platform evil. I don't wanna platform hate. I don't wanna platform dissension just because, right? I don't want to be connected to that. That doesn't mean I don't want to have conversations with people I don't agree with. Because you can do that, right? In this political climate, we've had many people on our show that we don't necessarily agree with them politically, and we've been able to have good conversations, right? I've even started to rethink some of the people we've had on the show, and it's like, okay, this person was accused of this thing or accused of this thing. How do we manage that to make sure we're being respectful to the people that view us? So to me, that's what's important, bro, that I'm never known for just saying silly, doing dumb stuff so people click on us and like us. I want to be impactful. I want to have a sense of integrity. I want to have a sense of loyalty, and that's me. That's what I want. Not saying that anybody else wants anything different, but that's the way I hope we continue to approach what we do.
At the end of the day, what Ryan Clark is really highlighting goes far beyond a single guest or one episode. It's about trust, expectations, and how relationships are handled in public-facing spaces. With Ryan Clark, his perspective is clearly anchored in loyalty and professional respect, especially when someone has been consistently supportive of your platform over time. On the flip side, situations like this involving Cam Newton can be interpreted in completely different ways. Some people view it as creative freedom and open dialogue, while others see it as crossing a line and breaking unspoken trust. So the bigger picture here isn't simply about picking sides or deciding who's right or wrong. It's about how boundaries are set in media environments and whether personal loyalty should influence editorial or content decisions. Now, here's the real question you should be asking. Should platforms prioritize open access and a wide range of voices, or should they draw stricter lines to protect existing relationships and maintain internal trust?